Hello friends, Marcy here. I am back to share some goodies from a pen friend. So I have a pen friend, Gail, and I will link her channel so that you can visit her as well. She sent me, there's a little note on the back of this card, but don't you see how cute this is? She sent me some pen ink samples. And I want to get into these and show you not only the ink samples, but this, excuse me, excuse me, special little treat. All right, so we have, some Monteverde pumpkin cake. I have to go get my little Avery rings to put on top. Twisby Midnight Blue. I do not have those. Love that. Actually, I don't think I have any Twisby inks, bottled inks at all. So, and Noodler's Southwest. Oh, Southwest Sunset. Okay, so I'm going to add these to my swatch book. Excuse me, I have to edit out some coughs. They're still with me. So it's been a while since I've shared a video with you because I had a little health setback last Tuesday with a visit to the ER, and I've just been taking it slow this week. I've been anxious to come back and share with you, but you know, and I've had these inks from Gail and wanting to share, and so here's the share day. Let me move all this gorgeousness out of the way. After I swatch, no, before I swatch the inks, I do want to share these teeny tiny journals. Teeny tiny mini journals with you. Gail makes these, and I will try to find the video where she shares some of that with you, but they are teeny tiny journals. Isn't this so cute? She uses her leftover scrapbook paper. Adorable. I love it. And this one, look, it even has the elastic and the little charm. Cute. Oh my goodness, Gail, this is so amazing. So this is some leather, some sort of leather cover on the little journal. And it has the strings inside like a traveler's notebook with a craft cover and gorgeous antique paper. I wonder if she stained that, if she did tea stains on here or watercolor stains. Oh, those are adorable. Okay, this is teeny tiny journal, and in Gail's note to me, she said they may not be useful, but watch, I'm going to make good use. I'm going to use my teeny tiny pen. I don't know if I've ever shared my Kaweco Lilliput with you, but just let me open and show you my teeny tiny nib. It is a Kaweco number 4 nib, not anything tinier than what would come on a Sport, but that would be perfect for the teeny tiny journal. So you know what? Here, just let me add 2023 on here on my teeny tiny journal, and we'll figure out what we're going to record for 2023 in my teeny tiny journal. Oh, Gail, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. All right, as I'm talking, I do have a little shortness of breath, so I'll pause and edit it out, or wait a minute until it passes, but I'm going to apologize to you now for that, all that's going on. Okay, I'm going to turn to the back of my swatch book because this is where I have all my sample bottles swatched. In the front is full bottles with a listing, like a pen journal, what pens I ever ink with that ink, and then record it with some chromatography strips. All the sample bottles are not that involved, but I did kind of coordinate my sample bottles by color, blue and green. So I'm going to flip through some pages here and see where these will fall. And get to swatching what Gail sent me. So Noodler's Southwest Sunset. I think that page may be a little full. Oh, I have one area there for it. Let's put it on. Okay. So, shipping this through the mail, Gail has been extra careful in sealing these lids with some extra tape because we don't want anything leaking. And I'm going to peel this off and come back to you. Okay, so while I was off camera getting into through this tape, I did go and pick up my Avery, the reinforcement labels for ring, and I just use those on the top of my lids to add some ink. So when it's in the tray, I can kind of see what color I'm looking for. And I kind of coordinate them in the tray like it's on the page as well. So we are, oh, that's like a golden mustard. Hope I'm close enough. I think I do need to zoom in a bit, but let me get some more ink down here. I want it to pool on the bottom so I can see if there's any special ink happenings there. Okay, Noodler's Southwest Sunset. I do have a full bottle of Noodlers that looks similar to this, and it may be a bottle when they change their name. I'll have to check that out. So yeah, I'm gonna zoom in just a bit for you. And with this different stand, I'm in a different room, so with this different camera stand, zooming in just means lower the arm or the pole that it's sitting on. All right, we're gonna get to Noodler's Somerset. I'll just write the name real quick. And yes, I did put that cap on there because I have had tipsies and I don't want to leave it to happenstance. What will happen as I'm moving around and bump. Actually, my Noodler should be swatched in my full bottle pages. I'll look back at that and check it out. Using this glass dip nib pen also brings me to mind that I've ordered a couple of Serendipity nib pens, and I ordered them from Australia, so it's taking a while. After I ordered them, they had to make them, and then shipping could have been like 2 weeks, but with different weather and events and things like that, shipping has been delayed. So anyway, I'm gonna let this dry a minute. Noodler's Southwest Sunset, and I'll try to hold the page open and let me look back in my full bottles at, I've probably got it. So I have Noodler's Kiowa Pecan, and let's see. Let me go back here. I think all my Noodlers are grouped together here. Noodler's Blue. All right, mine is called Noodler's Apache Sunset, and there was a name change sometime after this bottle was labeled, so I'm wondering if the Noodler's Southwest and Apache are the same ink but of a different name. So we'll have to do a side-by-side comparison there, and after this dries I might try it on this page. So let me mark that and we'll look that up. Okay, since my next bottle, the Monteverde Pumpkin Cake, is within the same colorway family here, I'm just going to jump over and put it at the bottom of this page. And see what we have. This has more on just the ink residue on the side of the bottle. It looks like it has a more rust. Ooh, rust. It's even like a burgundy rust. Yeah. I am planning this little experience with this swatch book. As I've went along for the past 6 months in creating this, I've realized I could make some changes. And so I'm actually, I shouldn't have cleaned that yet. I need to do the cap. I'm actually planning on starting another swatch book. And I already know some changes that I want to make that'll make my swatching better or more useful to me. Okay, so that's the cap to help me find my colorway in the tray once it's stored this side up. And so I'm really anxious to get my, although I love this glass nib pen because it caps, I'm really anxious to get my new Serendipities. I first saw them during Inkvent on Gary Eves' channel. He was sharing Inkvent every day. And later I saw them on Chris Sign's channel, the Serendipity dip pens. I looked at them for quite a while, well, couple weeks, if you call that quite a while, before deciding to purchase. And so the ordering, the creating, and the shipping has taken some time, and I'm just waiting it out. I'm gonna put a little bit more down here at the bottom. Waiting it out, and I'm excited to receive those from Australia. They are designed by Finniss, F-I-N-N-I-S-S. So once those arrive, I'll be able to share with you. All right, when this page dries, we're gonna move on to the TWSBI Midnight Blue. So I'll move to my blue page, but let's look at some similarities here. I'm seeing a lot with this Monteverde Pumpkin Cake. By the name, I was actually imagining it to be more orange or like the Noodler's Southwest Sunset. But what I'm seeing here, there's a rust color, and I'm looking for something similar here in this page. I'm not finding really anything. The closest I can come to a rust is the Monteverde Red Velvet, but this is a deeper burgundy, and this is lighter. Interesting. Yeah. While we're waiting for this page to dry, I'm just going to add a little note. I already started, and I thought, why don't I just do that on camera with y'all? So I wrote, thank you, Gail's Bookish Things. That's the name of her channel. That will link, and I'm just going to add today's date with my little Lilliput, Kaweco Lilliput, and see how this pen is perfect for this teeny tiny journal. So today is Tuesday. And January 17th, 2023 upon receiving this. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Gail. I just love cute, tiny things. Okay, let's move into our swatch book and go with the blue page. What's our lavender and green? Oh, grays and green. I thought the Noodler's Zhivago was going to be more of a gray, and surprise, it was green. I do have a Monteverde that I could spell correctly later on. It's called Midnight Black, but that cracks me up. I don't know what I was thinking. So let's go on the blue, and we have the TWSBI Midnight Blue. You know, I didn't check. No, it's not a shimmer. I didn't even check to see if the other inks were shimmer to shake them. See, I'm off my game. I took like a week off of making videos and sharing with you. And I'm just, oh, that is so pretty. That's a very bright blue. The only thing I can think that even comes close on my book here is Diamine Blue Velvet and Liberty, Noodler's Liberty Elysium. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Excuse me. See what happens here. Oh my goodness, that is very, very wet and gorgeous. You know, I'm just coming to an end on my TWSBI Echo. Writing out the last bits of ink and ready to flush, and this would be a beautiful fill on that one. Or even the Prussian blue. I think I'll do the Prussian blue. We'll see. I don't know, my Prussian blue has a stub 1.1 nib, and this ink may be a little wet for that. I have quite the puddle. And that's okay, because I want to see what happens to the puddle and pooling of the ink as it dries on the paper. I gotta keep checking to see if I'm in. This is a different camera setup, and it's not as easy for me to see what y'all are seeing in the screen. All right, let's go for TWSBI Midnight Blue. So I figured when my new dip pens come in, that's when I'm going to set up my new swatch book, because this swatch book has the variety of dip pens where I used this one on some days. I used the full glass dip pen, and I used my Iroshizuku, I think that's how you say it, the metal nib pens. I had two sizes, fine and medium. So I'm gonna do something streamlined in my new book and change up my pattern. So I'm waiting on this to dry. Let's take a quick peek at the gorgeousness that Gail sent me. And Gail, thank you so much. I know I've had a delay in sharing on a video, but we're gonna continue with happy thoughts. Okay friends, I've been waiting for this to dry so you can see the gorgeous sheening on this TWSBI Midnight Blue. I gotta catch the light, so, all right. See, those are the happenstances that I talk about. All right, so catch the light just right, and you see the gorgeous sheening on, hold on, there we go. TWSBI Midnight Blue, and you can also see the red sheening in the lettering here on TWSBI and kind of on blue, but Midnight's all there, just light blue. This is why I have so much fun with my inks, okay? And this kind of reminds me of Organic Studio Nitrogen and Organic Studio Ralph Waldo Emerson, if I can get that in there just right. There we go. This sheen is a brighter fuchsia color, and also in the nitrogen. There's not much here, but I have plenty of writing samples for that one. The Midnight Blue is much darker. I like that. And when the blue and the red work together, there's often strokes of purple. And so that made me think would be a perfect ink. I know this isn't showing up for you in the camera, but this is my new Diplomat Magnum, and it's called Purple Prisma. And all I'm seeing in the screen is blue, but a certain way you turn this and catch the light, you see purple. And that's what makes it so much fun, just like these very fun inks. So I think I just refilled this pen, but when I write this out, I'm gonna try the Midnight Blue. And I'm gonna say right now, thank you so much, Gail, from Gail's Bookish Things, for all this fun that you've enabled me to have today, since I do not own these inks. Oh, maybe I do. I do want to turn to the this page and just do a swatch and see what we think about the Noodler's Southwest Sunset. Oops, let me come down a bit. Being the same ink, I'm pretty sure they are, but I want to write them both on the same page because they could be from, even though they're different names from Noodler's. I do know they had the name change. I also have the Navajo turquoise from the original name as well in my stash, a full bottle. Okay, yes. Okay, similarities like twinsies. We have the same ink here, but Gail's bottle says Noodler's Southwest Sunset and mine is Noodler's Apache. But we have the same ink going on here. And I just like that little tidbit of information here on my page. I'm glad to have that. All right, so I'm gonna move this out of the way, pull this back over, and one more time say thank you, thank you, thank you, Gail, for all my goodies. And I did actually write in my teeny tiny journal with my teeny tiny pen. Love it. Thanks again. Y'all have a great evening. Bye-bye.